Chiedozie, how are you?
I'm good. Very good, thank you.
It's been a bit of time between November. Give us your reflections on how good November was for the team and for you in particular.
I think it was fantastic for myself and the team and the nation to finish on a high. Obviously, we would have preferred to finish second, but we showed positive signs of what we are capable of, and yeah, finishing on a high will give us momentum, and hopefully we can prepare well for June and take the momentum into that period.
And what about the reaction that you got at home and from family and friends and even at club level when you came back to your club? What was the reaction?
Obviously, my family were overwhelmed. My club are very proud of me, especially people in Cork. All my family and friends and people around me were proud of me, and obviously it was a huge honour to have that burden when I went back home and everyone talking about me. But it's not just about me, it's about the nation, it's about the team, because if you see the move when I scored, we moved the ball very well, and when we lost it, we pressed, and that's the culture we're trying to create. So it was a nice touch, and especially it was a great finish to the campaign. And as I said before, we just hope we can take that momentum forward.
And do you think you brought that form then into your club form?
Yeah, it does give you confidence. Football is a confidence game, and if you score goals and you play well, it gives you confidence into my club level, and you can see how well we're doing. But my club is slightly different. We play a different style of football, and we have a good team and a great manager that helps us get where we are today. So it does help, obviously, when you're doing well at international level and at club level. Yes.
And what about playing in front of the home crowd at the Aviva Stadium? It looks like it's going to be a sellout.
It is amazing. When the national anthem went on, you can feel goosebumps all over your body. It is, it is an amazing feeling. And honestly, it's what kids dream of. And just standing there looking at the stadium, it was surreal.
Today we learned that the government are backing the bid for hosting the Euros in 2028. 6 years away. You're young enough to consider that could be within your framework, within your capabilities and possibilities? Yeah,
hopefully we can land it. I think it would be good for the country, obviously, to bring football here, and obviously for the players, especially the young players. I'm not so young by then, but hopefully I'll be involved by then. But it'd be good for the young players and, as I say, for the team, obviously, to take part in such a big tournament, and hopefully we can land it and see what happens.
What are your ambitions club-wise, though?
Currently, we're league leaders in the club, and we're just trying to get over the line. We want to get promotion. We've made a lot of sacrifices. We 80 points. Usually will be enough, but it's a tough season this year, and it's not enough. And we're just trying to get over the line, and hopefully, we can get promotion. And as you know, we're in the cup finals of the Papa John's, and hopefully, I can get my hand on the silverware, and then hopefully go straight into international, and I'll have a fantastic year.
But do you have an ambition to become a Premier League player?
Of course, every kid has an ambition to play in the Premier League. I would like to be there, ideally with my club, but sometimes that might not happen. And first of all, I want us to go back to the Championship and see what we can do in the Championship and see where it takes us.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Chiedozie. Yeah, just sort of picking up on what Tony said, the next Euros are only a couple of years away. Where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
As Tony said, I have ambitions to be in the Premier League. Hopefully, I'm playing on a higher level that I currently am in League One, and just as I said, playing a higher level and doing well for myself. Really, playing week in, week out, which is very important to learn the game. I'm 24, going on 25. I want to learn the game. We haven't sussed that evidence, and hopefully in 2-3 years or 4 years, I'm in a better level than I am, and hopefully still being involved with the national squad. And as I said, I hope we land that so I can really express myself.
So how much was the game against Portugal in November sort of a litmus test for you, really, to see where you are and where you need to be to get to that higher level?
I think it was a great test, but most importantly, the manager gave me a lot of confidence. Gaffer gave me a lot of confidence going out, because, as you say, in the second half when we done the kick-off, I was quite nervous doing that kick-off, but he gave me a lot of belief, and he said I have great dribbling skills just to take it on and put pressure on, and he gave me a lot of confidence to see what I can do in a big stage, and I'm quite confident in my ability now, and I'm quite ambitious, and hopefully I can continue testing myself at this level to give me confidence that the belief that I can do it in a higher level.
you've got so many attributes going for you. Do you look at certain players in the Premier League or other leagues and think, that's who I could be?
I try not to. My managers, I do, obviously I watch a lot of Premier League games like Rashford, Sterling, similar attributes to me. And I want to be players like that. But obviously, first of all, I have to do what my job is at my club. And in my club, I play right wing back, and I can't, dream too far ahead. I have to just focus on day by day and do what's best for the team. And hopefully, in the future, I can evolve into those players that I admire.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chiedozie, you mentioned there that Stephen gives you confidence. How does he do that? Like, what does he say to you?
He's always in my ear because, when the first time I came here, I was a League One player, and I used to come here in awe, looking at Premier League players and, Championship players who have many caps. So he just said, listen, Chiedozie, you are capable of this level, and that's why I believe in you. So when the manager tells you that, and he says, don't be afraid to make mistakes, when you make the mistakes and, you look back and, he claps you, that does give you a confidence boost to keep going. And when you have no fear of making mistakes, that's when you're at the best. And I think him constantly, encouraging me, him and Key, it does help me massively.
Were you a bit nervous coming into the squad then?
Yes, of course. Even right now, coming back here, as I said, I've set a huge expectation for myself now, and I want to keep going. And consistency is the key. You have to be consistently good to be great, and that's what I want to be. And obviously nerves do kick in because you want to do well for yourself, for the club, nation, for my family, obviously. So, and it's good. It's good that I'm not, that I am nervous, because it just shows how much I cherish this opportunity and I don't want to waste it.
Do you feel like it's not that long since you made your debut, but do you feel like a more established member of the squad now?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Every time I get called, I'm still nervous and checking the list, and hopefully I am involved. And when I come the first day of training, I'm nervous. I'm playing against players, and we're in the Championship. I'm staying in League One, but I just have to get that out of my head. I'm here for a reason. The manager believes in me. I obviously believe in myself, and hopefully I can grow in confidence as the week goes on. Thank you.
When you're on the bench on Saturday, your club manager said Chiedozie is always an injury worry. We have to manage his minutes. What's the story there?
Right wing back role is it's different from winger. He always checks my GPS, and they're quite high, especially high speed distance. And I'm a power athlete. He always wants to protect me. Which is good in his side, but it's a different role, and I give my all for the team week in, week out. We play Saturday, Tuesday, a lot of games in League One. So I think it's a protective measure that he wants to put in place for me, and especially all the wing backs, because we're quite explosive. We're quite dynamic, and we play a game based on counter attack. So it does take a toll on the body, and I feel like he does try to protect me.
Can you give us a ballpark on how much high speed running you're doing in the game now?
Sorry?
Can you give us roughly how much high speed running?
On average, I do about 1,000 kilometers of 1K of high speed running, 1K of high speed running each game, and I cover a lot, about 11K, which is a lot when you do it Saturday, Tuesday, and so he does try to protect me in that case, because I don't have a fullback behind me or anyone, so I'm up and down the pitch, and physically it is demanding, and he wants to keep me at peak condition, because I'm a power athlete. I need to be explosive at every game.
So, this week in training, are you okay, or are you okay for?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Yeah, I'm great. It's a little different here because I have a lot of protection around me. I have wing backs and midfielders, and it's a different role here, so I'm able to be more dynamic here actually.
And just last question for me: do you know how much high speed running you're doing in Ireland team now?
I'm not sure. They do notice that I do cover a lot of high speeds, even in training. They said that my high speed is good, and that's just in my nature. I don't mean to do it, but I'm just dynamic, and I want to break lines, and that's how I play. And they do try to protect me here as well, but I'm still young, so there's no need to. Thank you.
Gary? Yeah, Tony mentioned the ticket sales have been really strong for the two games. Have you a message for the fans that are going to turn out in big numbers for these two friendlies?
I hope they enjoy it. I hope we create a nice atmosphere for them, and just come with your family and make noise for the team, because it does help when the fans lift the roof, and we can work hard and get a great result. But we just wanted to display a nice style of football and show determination and dedication in what we're trying to do, and it will take time, as I said before. But I just most important, I hope they enjoy, and they make noise, and have a nice day out.
And one of your former clubs, Cork City, they're flying at the top of the first division. Are you still keeping in contact?
I'm quite close to Cian Coleman. I think he's the club captain. I had him at Cork City on the 19th. So I do speak to them, and you know, I'm happy what they're doing, because I heard they have a lot of fans turning out, which is very important for them because they had a bumpy few years. So it is massive when the fans help the club build up again, and they have a lot of young players. And I've said it before, young players, you know, it takes time to evolve, and hopefully, you know, next year they're in the Premier Division again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ed?
How's it going? I just want to go back to your club again, and obviously we don't get to see as much of, you know, the lower leagues as we'd like, and I just sort of wonder your role at the club, and you find, just give us an idea of what your role is throughout the game, and then just in terms of being more, I suppose, do you have more of an influence at club level than, you know, if you know what I'm asking, more responsibility?
We have a back three and wing backs, and usually the wing backs are usually, like as we play here, Matt Doherty was previously a right back, so in Rotherham we have wingers and wing backs, because we depend on our wingers to get us up the pitch and ball carry, and that's one of my strengths. So my job is to take pressure off the team, get us as high as possible, get crosses in the box, and we play off crosses, and we try to make the game as fast as possible so the opposition cannot keep up. So we're quite a dynamic team, and I'm expected to be back post to score and be back post to defend, and that's what the manager wants from his players. And he always says that you give your all, and 60-70 minutes if you have to come off, you'll come off. So that's how we play, and that's my role really, just to make sure that I can cause a lot of problems and help out the team defensively. So up and down.
So in the sense then, would coming to the Ireland team, when you have that much of a role with your club, coming to the Ireland team, is the thing you're being asked to do almost easier in the sense that you don't have as much responsibility with your engine? You can maybe be a bit more influential in the attacking end of the pitch? I
wouldn't say easier. It's a different role in terms of, we do press high as well with the Ireland team, and we have to stay narrow sometimes. In terms of defensively, maybe I don't have to be back post defending, but and I have a different role then to make sure that I'm available attacking wise. So it's differently, but it does take the same amount of effort, because obviously we want to be dynamic on the break as well, and we don't want to just sit play slow football. We want to keep possession, but we also want to score if we can have the chance to score. So it is different in terms of defensive wise, but I have a different role here in terms of knowing when to be when the ball is on the left side. So I have to be more sharper in the national team, because there's a lot going on.
And just without disrespecting your club mates, do you find there's a bit more quality in the international setup, and that again it brings you brings at the best of your game? Is that what you prefer?
Yeah, without disrespecting my teammates at my club level, the players I'm playing with the national team coming from Premier League and the Championship, so they're playing at a higher level that we want to be. So you can see the different quality, especially when Jeff Hendrick has the ball. He's more relaxed, and he can see passes that maybe some of my teammates can't see, and that's just the levels, the difference, and hopefully obviously my teammates, that's what we're all working towards to get to that level.
We haven't got much time left, so let's try and get around everyone. Mark?
Yeah, just quick. I'm just curious. I mean, is left wing back role maybe your preferred one then, because it gives you the space to really kind of exploit your pace?
It depends. It depends, and it's not a position that I quietly enjoy. I do it because I love we have to as footballer. That's my job. I need to do my job right. I do prefer to be up higher on the pitch, because if I can, get our centre backs, get our defenders up high with a lot more energy, that's when I can cause a lot more problems. A wing back, I can exploit my pace, but towards the end of the game, I can feel a lot of fatigue because I'm up and down. Well, while I'm here in 70, 80 minutes, I feel like I still have a lot more to give. So it does help if I'm high up at the pitch.
What's up there? Yeah.
Obviously, Jamie McGrath missed out. Obviously, he's playing league. Do you think that maybe starts as I don't know, maybe as a reminder to you that you need to be in form every week to get called up to the Ireland squad?
Yeah, it's very important to be playing games for your club to be here. Obviously, you have to be match fit, because we only have a week of preparation before we go into games, and if you're not match fit, you put yourself at risk of injury. And it's just unfortunate Jamie missed out. He's a good player, but it's a transition into Wigan, and they're doing very well. So I do understand how, you know, managers can be when your team is doing well. You don't want to make too much changes. But I spoke to Jamie, and he's determined. You know, he doesn't let it get him down. He told me he's going to push and make sure he gets into the team, and hopefully we will see him in June.
Aidan? Just on the club situation, last time we spoke, you said that Rotherham have an option. Are talks still ongoing, or hopefully will be championship next year, but is that just on hold until you see where things are with the club next year?
Yeah, I think, you know, my agent and I, we spoke, we've been in communication with the club, and I think communication has died now because, you know, we're focusing on getting promotion, and you know, that's not my focus right now. Hopefully we can get over the line, as I've said before, and, you know, we can talk about contract later on, but they still have an option yet. The manager, you know, he knows I'm still a Rotherham player for at least another year, so, and I am quite happy, you know, but hopefully I can, you know, I can get us up to the, you know, with my help and the teammates, we can get to the championship, and, you know, that's a goal that I've reached, you know, pushing on to the next level.
Just a quick word on JJ, the manager's been singing his praises the last couple of weeks. Just talk to us how JJ's doing.
Oh, JJ's very good. He's a young player with so much ambition, and he's hungry. And he's just been unfortunate that, you know, we have top strikers who, you know, keeping him out. But JJ's, you know, doing well. Apart from all the disappointments, he trains very well. And he's, you know, he's a key part of what Rotherham want to do, especially in the long term. And no, he's doing very well, and I'm excited for him. And he has a lot of, you know, he shows character. You know, as a player, you know, so big but very agile, and you know, very fast. So he can do many things, and that's why, you know, our manager loves him.
John?
You mentioned about your age there, what stage you're in your career, and the fact you've broken into your team, not just a squad. Like, you're going to Nations League now, summer, autumn. Is it essential that you're in the championship next season?
Yeah, I want to be in the championship next season, because when we're going to the Nations League, we're not playing League One teams, are we? We're playing, you know, top countries. So I want to, you know, push to test myself week in, week out. So when we come to Nations League, I'm up to standard really, and it is important to be playing in a higher level, because you know, you test yourself against the best players in England, and I want to. That's why I want to be. I want to test myself. I want to make mistakes and learn from my mistakes. And you can do that in League One, but it's slightly different in the Championship, where, you know, the ball is moving quicker. And in this level, when I come to the Irish camp and I see how quick they move the ball, and, you know, the composure. This is the environment I want to be in.
And finally, Philip.
Chiedozie, on that point, next season, if you are a championship player, you can't play the EFL trophy, but you've got a big final coming up. I know you're on international duty, but that final is coming up the week after next.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you have a good weekend here, Belgium and Lithuania, a nice springboard into the final. Have you played at Wembley before?
I've never played at Wembley before,
Big
so
thrill.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping this will be, I can, you know, win that trophy, and then I never have to play again. So,
Yeah.
so hopefully, yeah. My focus right now is day by day. You know, get ready for Thursday's training. Hopefully, we can, you know, I'll be involved on Saturday, and we just, you know, want to take it as it comes. We're working a lot of stuff, and I think this will help us get towards June. And it's very important that we, you know, we get the results that we want from these two games, and most importantly, put on a good display, so we know that we're in the right direction. And hopefully, you know, this camp will, you know, push me to go back and, you know, give it all for the last remaining 8 games we have, so we can all finish the season on a high, and hopefully I will be back here soon.
As a Wembley Trophy winner.
As a Wembley Trophy winner, correct.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Fantastic.
Stephen Vincent. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. I'll send you a picture
From the Williams dressing room.
Hope you went on responsible for stealing through these.
I didn't. Who did? I mean, I was looking at them thinking, but I.